Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and we have some pretty big updates. So we have a confirmed date and time of exactly when the Monsta Infinite marketplace will resume, so we're just going to be touching on that. We're also going to be going through how many money tokens I currently have and what my target is and why. And we also have a few updates with regards to a few key time points that we can look forward to with Monsta Infinite, and exactly why I valued the money token higher than any other token that I currently hold in the short to mid-term as well. It is my #1 token right now in terms of short to mid-term growth, and I'm going to be explaining exactly why that is as well. So without further ado, we'll go straight into it. Now, we know that the Monsta Infinite team, they have had to delay the marketplace. So the marketplace is where you're going to be able to buy your Chrono Zero and Soul Bond monsters. Those are the NFT tokens, i.e. the monsters that you're going to be using to breed and play the game. And it works with a Dutch auction system, so people could kind of see the price, and the price would go down over time until, you know, they've all sold. And yeah, they had to take it offline, and they kind of explained why. So they reached 103 million requests, which is absolutely ridiculous. You can kind of see the traffic spike to shoot up there. And yeah, most pretty much every platform, if they didn't anticipate traffic like this, like, they would go offline. We've seen this happen on other platforms as well in the past. But when are they going to have it resolved? So they have said that firstly, what they're going to do is they're going to enable the marketplace today, but you won't be able to buy anything. You'll just be able to kind of navigate and look around, and that's just to get you familiarized with the marketplace, just so they can kind of see, you know, what kind of things people are looking at, so they can analyze those requests. In terms of when you'll be able to buy stuff, now they said it should be ready by Thursday. So Thursday is the 28th of October, but they're not gonna kind of enable it on the Thursday just because it's a weird time of the week. Instead, they're gonna enable it on the Friday, which is the 29th of October. So they're gonna give us a 24-hour notice right before they do that as well. But 29th of October this week, so you have about another 3 days. That is when the marketplace should reopen. So when it does, I'm pretty sure that they would have worked out most of the annoying issues with, you know, everything just lagging, shutting down, whatnot. So yeah, just be ready with your money tokens bridged. They did say that we will receive compensation due to the kind of delay on the Friday. So if you did bridge money tokens back then, you should be receiving a special limited edition cosmetic NFT. I'm not sure if you get 3 different types. If you so 3 of these compensation NFTs, if you have 3 different accounts within the same wallet, I'm not sure. But I do have 3 separate accounts, each with money tokens that I had bridged, just because I was trying to buy you know, at least 3 sets of Chrono Zeros. So what is my target for money token? Now, in the short to mid-term, I believe money token will clear $20 per token pretty easily. Why is that? Now, in terms of my target for how many tokens I want to hold, I want to hold at least 20,000 tokens. Right now I have 10,000 tokens, so I'm halfway there. Now, if we have a look at the roadmap again, there are a couple of notable events. So firstly is the public game launch. That's one key event I'm looking forward to. Secondly is the money staking. Staking is huge. I want to touch on that as well. They do talk about the land chest sale as well. Again, that's huge as well, but we're going to kind of be focusing on a couple of points in this video. So the staking and game launch, and one last thing I wanted to touch on, which I'll go on in a bit, is all to do with the exchanges. So firstly, if we go to the launch of the game, now if we have a look at another project, which is Gala Games, you know, they kind of do decentralized gaming as well, in a similar way to what Monsta Infinite is trying to achieve. Now, this token, you know, kind of went relatively unnoticed for quite a while. As soon as the game started to list on there, you know, earlier this year, we started to see, you know, kind of like riding that NFT hype, that play to earn hype, and then we started to see some more consistent growth as well. So if you have a look at the price of the Gala token, kind of like around about when they started launching the games, we saw the price token go from 0.003 up to around about, you know, a high of about 0.03. So that's like a 10x. So a 10x currently from the money token, that could get us to $20 per token very, very easily. And the game, that's with the game coming out now. That being said, that's because there are more players in the space now, and we do have some money token unlocks. I don't think we're going to get to $20 per token just on that alone. Now, what's interesting is if we go back to this point on the Gala token, so the key point that caused the token to hit an all-time high of 0.07, which is around about a 20x of like when it started, right before the game started launching. That was to do with a Binance listing. Now, if you look at where MONI token is listed, it is currently not listed on any decent exchange. Okay, when MONI does go listed on Binance, that is when we can expect some absolutely phenomenal growth. And that is when we're going to start to see a lot more wide adoption. Now, we don't need to worry too much about adoption because, the Telegram's already like well over 100,000 users. We saw just how many users were trying to access, the marketplace. 103 million requests. That is absolutely ludicrous. So, yeah, good exchanges as well as the game launch. We can definitely see that $20 range. Now, what I think is going to allow us to absolutely clear that $20 range, and that it's going to be later on next year, is the staking aspect. So if we have a look at a couple of other case studies, now Illuvium, another play to earn game, as soon as they announce staking, if you have a look here, the token's trading for around about $100. Staking got released and we can see the token price climbed to about $500, and it is still climbing today. It's reached an all-time high of over $800 now. So we went from just under $100 to over $800 today, predominantly to do with the staking mechanic, because the game's not out yet. Everyone has the tokens locked up. They are staking for those IOV and SIOV rewards. Now, another token which many of you guys will be familiar with, Monsta Infinite, the AXS token. This pretty much went straight to the moon as soon as they announced Axie staking. So AXS staking, as soon as that came out, we can see we went from about $71 and we shot up straight to about $145. That is a 2x. And some people look at this and say, oh, it's a 2x, it's not that high. Well, Axie Infinity, when it did that 2x, the market cap for it was around about 5-6 billion. So that just goes to show that you can still get a 100% return in a very short amount of time, even when the project is worth multiple billions in market cap. And that goes back to the point of the MONI token. The market cap for that is actually very, very small right now. It is, around about 30 million. If, we look at where MONI token could go, if it was at the same market cap as, Axie Infinity was at, around about, 6 billion, then we are looking at about, a 200x. 200x, that would get us to around about, $500, nearly $600 a token. That is absolutely crazy, but it's not unheard of, right? I believe it is possible, but my short-term to mid-term target is a conservative $20. $20 will get me, about a 7x from where we are right now, which is still very, very good. So MONI token is pretty much my main token, and the reason why I've kind of accumulated 10,000, I'm going for 20,000, is, I've said this before, there are a lot of big investors, big institutional investors investing in MONI, and I've always said that wherever the big money goes, that's where I'm going to follow. OKX, one of the top 5 exchanges in the world, they've invested. They have literally a whole string of institutional investors. I'm not going to go through that list, but you can see this in their Telegram announcement channel as well as their Discord page. So if we have a look at the price of MONI token for today, now if we just pull this over here, so we're trading around about $2.85. We are sat at a very, very strong point of support here. Now early on, if we just go to the 4-hourly chart, okay, so we can actually see, if we pull this trend line here, okay, so we are making higher lows, and we are kind of sat around about, bouncing around this zone. So what I believe is going to happen is we will form a bit of an ascending wedge closer to the date, and when the marketplace is fully launched, I believe we are going to see an absolute breakout from this previous all-time high of $4.80. I believe we are going to hit, well, we're going to clear that $5 range at least once the marketplace is out, and that should be this week. Now, although there are token unlocks, and some people say that the marketplace kind of already been priced in. We are going to see the effect of people, you know, bridging their money tokens to STT, that being pulled out from the circulating supply, and then, you know, the absolute crazy demand for these monsters. And we have to remember that cloning does also require the use of STT, so you do have to bridge your money tokens for that as well. We haven't accommodated for just how much of a, you know, how much buy pressure that's going to apply as well. So there is a lot of positive catalysts coming up for the MONI token. And having said that, you guys can probably see that, you know, $20 per token isn't too crazy. My target right now is 20,000 tokens. I currently am on 10,000. So yeah, about halfway there, but I am hoping not to slow down anytime soon. Once I've accumulated 20,000 tokens, then I'll reassess, should I be getting more, or is that kind of enough for what I, you know, for my long-term hold. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Get ready for this Friday. We're going to start to see Chrono Zeros hitting the market and hopefully hitting your wallet. And then we'll start to see some breeding or cloning, however you want to say it, happening as well. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to go through with you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.